After living an utterly ordinary life for over a decade, one night Ji Minghuan suddenly awakened a strange superpower. The ability to create game characters in the real world. Each character came with their own main storyline and a unique skill tree system. From that moment on, he was unstoppable. He kept creating new characters, developing their skill trees, and nurturing their systems. As long as a character's popularity increased, their powers would grow stronger. So he started stirring up trouble like crazy, doing whatever it took to grab attention. He acted like a total beepster, bouncing back and forth between superheroes and supervillains alike. By the time he snapped out of it, Ji Minghuan was already sitting on the moon, staring down at the battered, bruised blue planet. A bunch of maxed-out characters stood silently behind him. With an innocent look on his face, he couldn't help but mutter, "I swear I didn't mean to destroy the world." Beneath the oppressive night sky illuminated by a pale full moon, black feathers drifted slowly through the dense smoke and suffocating haze. Dark crows leisurely tore at human remains scattered among the devastated ruins. The entire chamber was soaked in the stench of death, corpses littering everything from the dining table to the blood-stained floor, serving as grotesque sustenance for the flock of black birds. A single foot stepped heavily into a thick pool of coagulated blood, while beyond the shattered window stretched the horrifying sight of an entire city consumed by flames. Ji Minghuan stared at his own trembling hands in disbelief and whispered, What is happening to me? Was all of this really done by me? I clearly never wished for any of this. Then why did everything still end this way? The metallic restraint collar fastened around his neck suddenly released a series of shrill, urgent warning alarms. A violent explosion erupted, and in an instant, the collar shattered together with part of his skull. Ji Minghuan abruptly jolted awake, his eyes flying open in pure terror. He bolted upright from his bed, gasping violently for breath within the suffocating darkness of the prison cell. Did I have that same nightmare again? Restricted class, ability user number 1002, Ji Minghuan, your instructor has arrived. Please prepare yourself for questioning. So you're awake? I hope you understand that when facing potential threats, they always choose to eliminate them while they are still in the cradle. Not everyone in this facility is as patient and tolerant toward you as I am. Of course, if you can quickly recognize just how dangerous your ability truly is and cooperate fully with our investigations, then your circumstances may become far less difficult. Ability? You dragged me out of the orphanage and imprisoned me in this sunless cage, endlessly talking about how dangerous my ability supposedly is. Then why don't you explain to me exactly what this ability even is? How is it that even I know absolutely nothing about it? Our evaluations are never wrong. You belong to the highest danger classification sequence, and you may even possess the potential to destroy the world itself. Please trust our professional judgment. By the way, over these past few days, I have been making inquiries at the orphanage where you previously lived. Everyone there said that when you were younger, you often shut yourself away alone and wrapped your body in endless layers of tissues, which is why the other children mockingly called you a mummy. I also heard from the staff that you were especially fond of sneaking into the computer room to secretly play games. Is that accurate? You want answers, don't you? Naturally, that is precisely why I came here to speak with you today. Then let me out, release me, and I'll tell you everything. According to our tests, your power appears to be a reality-altering ability user type, and since you have such a deep attachment to gaming, it is highly probable that your ability will manifest before you in a game-related form. Perhaps it may even transform itself into a form similar to a game stage, one designed to evaluate, instruct, and guide you toward understanding how to properly wield this power. Are you some kind of pre-programmed machine? Every single time, you just repeat the exact same script like an emotionless robot. Sigh, it seems you still fail to comprehend the reality of your circumstances. That concludes today's conversation. Get some rest. Wait. Of course I understand my situation. I've already been imprisoned here by all of you for an entire month. When exactly will I finally be allowed to leave this place? If you behave properly and sincerely cooperate with our work, then perhaps, once you've fully matured, you may be permitted to leave. So in other words, there's an overwhelming chance that I'll never escape this laboratory alive. or else. By the time I ever qualify to leave, I'll probably already be nothing more than a lifeless corpse with closed eyes. Welcome, our number 1 player. Humph? This is... Wait, the instructor just said that my ability would most likely appear in some kind of game-related form. So that means, this is actually my power? Infinite split game loading complete. Next sequence, generating your game character. Ability user, one of the 3 supreme extraordinary races. Every ability user possesses a singular power unique to themselves, and its manifestation is deeply intertwined with their personal life experiences. Name, Guanyu. Gender, male, age, 17, race, Asian, base stats, strength, C rank, speed, C rank, spirit, C rank, initial rating, C rank. Background: you reside in Longgua's capital city and are an ordinary high school student born and raised in Lijiang, until one night, you suddenly awakened as an ability user, obtaining the terrifying power to create and command pitch-black restraints. From that night onward, you gradually begin to realize that the family you have lived with for over 10 years seems to be concealing dangerous and unknown secrets. Curio Wielder, one of the 3 supreme extraordinary races, they possess the ability to collect curio fragments from mysterious curio realms scattered across the world and wield the countless supernatural powers recorded within their curio codex. Name, Andre, gender, male, age, 16, race, Caucasian, base stats, strength, D rank, speed, D rank, spirit, C rank, initial evaluation, D++ rank. Background: you reside in Denmark's capital, and since childhood, you have always been fascinated by strange legends from around the globe, harboring an unwavering passion for extraordinary adventures. One ordinary morning, you suddenly receive an invitation from Well Garden within a mysterious box, opening the gateway to the hidden world of curio wielders. This will become your very first playable character and begin its performance upon the grand stage known as reality itself. I choose Ability User Gu Wenyu. You have selected character file number 1, Ability User Gu Wenyu. Please choose one of the following 3 development paths: A. Hero, B. Villain, C. Gray character. C. You have selected development path C, Gray character. An exclusive character cultivation system is now being generated. Please wait. Your number 1 game character Gu Wenyu is now being created within the real world, and his existence is currently being rendered logically consistent. I was taken from an orphanage in Lijiang, and if the Lijiang within this game mirrors reality, then perhaps I can use this character as a tool to investigate which organization originally abducted me and brought me here. And as a gray character capable of walking between both light and darkness, I'll possess an even greater opportunity to obtain the intelligence I desperately need. Preparing to log into Longgua's Lijiang. Final countdown commencing. 3, 2, 1. This is sunlight? Oh yeah, summer break finally started. I already know exactly where I'm going to have fun. Same here. I seriously can't wait anymore. Ha ha ha, long live summer. This place. It's the outside world. I actually got out. It really worked. I really came out. Gu Wenyu, wanna swing by my place later? Gu Wenyu's closest friend, Li Qingping. Loading background memories for game character number 1, Gu Wenyu. An enormous flood of memory data is about to be transmitted. Please prepare yourself mentally in advance. Character memories loading. Gu Wenyu, are you alright? Character memories fully loaded. I'm okay, I just slept too long, my head's hurting a little. I've got something I need to handle today. I'll come by another time. It's summer vacation anyway, we've got plenty of chances later. Hey! Where are you going? I really, truly, actually came out. The air, the warmth, everything here feels completely real. This definitely isn't some dream. And besides, this place. This is Lijiang. I really used my own power to return to the world of the living. Is this possession, or is it creation? Did I forcibly insert an entirely new person into this world's existing history? Butterfly effect. Even the slightest alteration can create enormous ripples across the world. A power capable of cleansing and rewriting reality on this scale. is simply far too terrifying. Ha! No wonder. If they ever discover the truth behind this, my real body will probably never be allowed to leave that laboratory again. According to the imported memories, this body's supernatural ability appears to be Gu Wenyu suddenly leapt downward from above, allowing his body to plunge freely through the open air. From both of his wrists, streams of pitch-black energy began flowing outward like living shadows. His scarlet eyes widened sharply, analyzing every detail of his surroundings with overwhelming precision. Black restraint straps. In an instant, deep violet-black strands of energy exploded violently from his back. Gu Wenyu floated amidst the swirling currents of black energy, as though the sinister power itself possessed independent life. Twisting his body gracefully, he began expertly manipulating the dark force surrounding him. The sinister energy gathered tightly within his palms, poised to erupt at any second. Then he launched himself forward, soaring directly toward the towering skyscrapers ahead. Crack! A jet-black thread shot violently from his hand, embedding itself deeply into the structure of a nearby high-rise. Borrowing the immense pulling force, Gu Wenyu swung spectacularly through the vast cityscape. His dark silhouette streaked across the skyline so quickly that the pedestrians below could only stare upward in stunned disbelief. Huh! Did something just fly over us? I swear I saw it too. Was that a UFO? No way, you guys are imagining things. Gu Wenyu laughed with exhilarated freedom, leaving behind the utterly confused crowd. This power is actually pretty incredible, even if its name is pitch-black restraint straps. With another explosive burst of momentum, his figure disappeared deeper into the sprawling city. Legion Welfare Home. Legion Welfare Home, it really is here. Back then, while living in that welfare home, I used to spend countless hours staring out from the attic over this city, endlessly imagining what the outside world was like, yet I never once managed to step even a single foot beyond those walls. After sinking into deep thought for a brief moment, Gu Wenyu slowly withdrew the strange dark energy back into his body. Lijiang Gai My Residential Complex. Lijiang Gai My Residential Complex. So this is it, this body's home. That word feels so distant and unfamiliar to me. After all, I've practically never experienced what it truly means to live within a real family. According to these background memories, this household is fairly ordinary: father, older brother, younger sister, and me, Gu Wenyu. But 5 years ago, tragedy struck. My mother, Su Ying, was accidentally killed by Rainbow Wing, a top-tier esper organization operating under the United Nations. My father, Gu Zhuolin, repeatedly appealed for justice with no results, gradually sinking into hopeless despair. In truth, he hasn't returned home for the past 2 years. Although, perhaps that's actually better, since with my father absent, the only ones I need to interact with are my brother Gu Qie and my sister Su Zixian. Humph? Wait. What is this? Dungeon list, character information, status unknown, system settings option, system lottery, expand. So this is what they mean by the system settings interface. Stats panel, quest panel, available quests ready for collection, exclusive character growth system, skill tree system, expand. Quests? Little bro. I've been waiting on you forever. Why are you still standing there zoning out? Main quest 1, investigate what your best friend Li Qingping is concealing. Main quest 2, investigate what your father Gu Zhuolin is hiding. Main quest 3, investigate what secrets your sister Su Zixian is keeping. Main quest 4, investigate what your brother Gu Qie is truly hiding. Hurry up and get inside. Gu Qie. You're back pretty early today. Oh. I've already prepared dinner, eat it while it's still warm. Looking at you like this, did you seriously make dinner yourself? Oh. It actually looks amazing. Where's little sis? Didn't she come home with you? Oh, she mentioned around noon that she'd be staying overnight at a classmate's house and told us not to worry. At least that's what exists in Gu Wenyu's memory. But as for what younger sister Suzumai is truly hiding, I have absolutely no clue. I'm a little exhausted today. I'll head to my room and rest first. You can eat slowly. Oh, alright. Character skill tree system loaded. Below is the current progression status of each available skill branch. Branch 1, Hidden, Restraint Sense, pending unlock, grants your restraints both sight and hearing. When attached to barriers such as walls or floors, you may clearly perceive what lies beyond them, including both vision and sound. Branch 2, Frenzy, Restraint Extension pending unlock, expands your restraint range from 8 meters to 15 meters. Branch 3, Insight, Restraint Detection pending unlock. When your restraints make contact with a target, limited to humans or humanoid beings, detailed information regarding their stats, data, and abilities will instantly surface within your mind. Current skill points held: 1. Available for skill tree development. For my current situation, the skill most perfectly suited for spying, tracking, and secret investigation is obviously the most practical choice. And now for a major late-night breaking news report. Not long ago, an ability user operating under the codename Blue Arc successfully thwarted an ability-related criminal incident at Manhwa Tower in downtown Lijiang. The perpetrator was the police-wanted Giant Proof, who has now been transferred into the custody of the Ability Users Association. Ability Users is another title for espers officially affiliated with government-backed organizations, and they generally serve under their local branch of the Ability Users Association. And naturally, the esper appearing on television under the codename Blue Arc is one of Lijiang's highest-ranking elite ability users. In that case, could the organization that imprisoned my real body for experimentation actually be the Ability Users Association? There's no time to waste. One skill point consumed, you have successfully unlocked Hidden Branch Skill Restraint Sense. The next Hidden Branch skill is now available for development. I see. So this is what it feels like. The entire room's structure is now perfectly mapped within my consciousness. With a mere thought, I can secretly observe any location I focus on. Quest rewards acquired: 1 split point, 1 skill point, 1 stat point. Description: split point. Once sufficient split points are gathered, you may create an entirely new game character within reality. Skill point, used to advance character skill trees. Stat point, used to strengthen one chosen stat on the character panel. Split points. They can create additional characters, meaning, in the future, I may actually be capable of simultaneously controlling multiple game characters. Blue Arc, Urgent New Mission, an ability criminal has appeared at Lijiang Square, codename Green Wing. A voice from a walkie-talkie? It's coming from Gu Chie's room. Again? Seriously, give me a break. I only just returned home injured after battling an ability criminal and was trying to recover. You've made far too many enemies, Green Wing specifically demanded you. He's already taken numerous hostages and publicly called you out by name. He claims that for every 10 minutes you delay, he'll execute one hostage. That bastard. Tonight really refuses to let me rest. Ha! So that's it, you're the Blue Arc from the news, my own older brother, Gu Chie. You'd better hurry, they're already preparing to execute the first hostage. If someone dies during a live broadcast, once that footage spreads, it'll severely damage our association branch's public reputation. Understood. Delay him for as long as possible, do not allow him to harm the hostages. I'm on my way. Very soon. That was incredibly fast. Even while injured, you can still move at that level, as expected of Lijiang City's shining star, Blue Arc. Main Quest 1 complete. Investigate what your brother Gu Chie is hiding. Main Quest 1 updated. Establish a cooperative alliance with Ability User Blue Arc, thereby broadening your influence within the Ability Users Association. This mission, is it seriously trying to drag me directly into this chaos too? What an absolute headache. Downtown, Lijiang Square, 10 past 20 p.m. Blue Arc still hasn't arrived? Green Wing appears extremely unstable right now, the hostage's condition is rapidly worsening. Who knows whether our famous Blue Arc can even arrive in time? Blue Arc, how much longer do you intend to hide? In 10 seconds, we will execute the very first hostage. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And here he is, isn't this our beloved Blue Arc? Lijiang City's radiant golden prince, forever basking in admiration and applause. What an unbearably cliched line, What exactly is it that you want? If you surrender peacefully and come with me right now, I'll release every hostage here. How does that sound? Rather than obediently following you, why shouldn't I rescue them first, and then crush you afterward? Because every hostage here has a timed explosive device strapped to their body. Forget whether you can move faster than my men and save them before bullets fly. Even if you somehow manage that, my partner holding the detonator is hidden among the crowd. The second he sees you act, he'll trigger every bomb instantly and drag both you and the hostages straight into hell. So, what will it be? Will you take me down? After all, it's only a few hostages dying. That shouldn't mean much to someone like you, right? You've already witnessed countless corpses. Surely, a few more deaths won't matter much. Damn it, if I weren't already injured, I'd be fully confident in dismantling those explosive devices before Greenwing's accomplice could react. But tonight is different. I've only just emerged from an intense battle, and my body is riddled with wounds. Don't surrender to him, Blue Arc. Silence. Blue Arc, I'm done waiting. Since you refuse to decide, then I'll simply have my partner trigger the detonator and make the choice for you. Fire. Wait, don't. What are all of you doing? Didn't you hear my order? What is this? Save me. He's with you? I thought I made it clear, if any of you act rashly, it'll have them detonate the bombs immediately. No. He's not with us. No. He's not with us. I'll say it again, tell that guy to get lost or I'll blow the hostages up right now. I said he's not with us. Then who is he? Current character Gu Wenyu's exclusive training system, Social Superstar System, core rule of the Social Superstar System. Whenever you form cooperative relationships with more extraordinary humans, you'll receive rewards through the exclusive training system. Socializing. This kind of quest really is rough on me. Guess I'll give it a try. Current progress, Training Quest 1, form a friendly cooperative relationship with one ability user, regardless of side, good or evil, reward, 1 stat point. I don't care who you are, get out of here right now or I'll blow the bombs this instant. It won't just be the hostages, half of Living Square will be blown to bits. First step in socializing, do your best to act like the other person, think the way they think, build a sense of affinity, and close the distance between you. Act according to his way of thinking. Got it. Relax, Mr. Greenwing, but if you really have the guts to blow everything up, then go ahead and do it. Though I doubt you'd be stupid enough to actually do that. If the hostages die, you lose your bargaining chip against us. When that happens, which side do you think will really be in the worst position? You, I'm warning you, let my men go, otherwise I'll kill you. Let them go. Second step in socializing, do your best to meet the other person's demands and please them. Alright then, as you wish. Gu Wenyu lightly snapped his fingers, and instantly, strands of darkness coiled tightly around the terrorist's neck, violently constricting before he could even make a sound. A dry cracking sound rang out as dark power crushed everything inside. Greenwing stood frozen, staring in shock at the brutal scene unfolding right before his eyes. Blood splattered wildly across the floor, forming a horrifying trail beneath the moonlight. See? I just did exactly what you asked and let them go. Mr. Greenwing, why do you look so unhappy? The terrorist's corpse collapsed onto the ground, its head severed from its neck in the most grotesque way imaginable. Even the superhero Blue Arc was stunned by the savage methods of this self-proclaimed ally. You little... Greenwing roared in overwhelming fury. Looks like I messed that up. Forget it, bad guys are way too hard to get along with. I'll just switch to socializing with a justice type instead. The hostages huddled trembling in the corner, staring in terror at the twisting dark tendrils surrounding them. The woman clutched the child tightly, tears streaming down her face in horror at the very man who had just saved them. At their feet lay the rolling heads of the terrorists. They were just holding guns to the backs of your heads a moment ago. You mean you don't feel any resentment? Now it's your turn. Yeah, the wheel always turns, that's only fair, right? I should look pretty much like a justice ally now, shouldn't I? The woman's shrill scream echoed throughout the building. Warning, roll anchor deviation 0% to 30%. Once deviation exceeds 70%, there is a chance the character will enter a berserk state. Scene tip: the role you're currently playing is positioned as a gray character. Your methods should be a bit more moderate, otherwise you won't be able to gain the trust of righteous characters. I didn't think socializing with people would be this hard, so what am I supposed to do now? Sew these criminals' heads back on. When you use dark energy to levitate the corpses, beginning to stitch their heads back into place. There, now it's like their heads were never off their bodies in the first place. Perfect, just like new, good as ever. The woman widened her eyes, her entire body stiff with absolute horror at the masked man's sheer depravity. Warning: roll anchor deviation, 30% to 40%. Once deviation exceeds 70%, there is a chance the character will enter a berserk state. When you crouched beside the hostages, awkwardly trying to explain, kids, what you saw just now was all some fancy holographic projection effects. Their heads are actually still properly attached to their necks. Really, see for yourselves. But unfortunately, one freshly reattached head suddenly slipped loose and fell straight to the ground. Blood splashed across the child's face. The child froze completely, tears bursting forth in overwhelming terror. The piercing cries made him clutch his head helplessly as the system warned once more. Warning: roll anchor deviation, 40% to 42%. Once deviation exceeds 70%, the character may enter a berserk state. When you stood up and awkwardly explained, total accident, he thought to himself, socializing really is a pain. This time, I'll definitely. Enough, just who are you? I'm just a gray character. I don't want to be a hero, but I'm not exactly a villain either. Strictly speaking, I don't want to be defined by anyone, in any case. Trust me, Blue Arc. We're going to be great friends in the future. You killed those criminals. Would you be happy if the ones who died were the hostages instead? Killing is killing, you have to be held legally accountable. Boring, I don't believe that's how you really feel, you're just saying what you have to because the cameras are rolling. Let's talk somewhere private, Blue Arc. Let me hear what you really think inside. The moment he finished speaking, Wenyu hurled a sphere of dark energy toward Blue Arc. Blue lightning crackled across Blue Arc's hand as he raised it and caught the sphere. So, Mr. Blue Arc, whether you're willing to come meet me. Without waiting for an answer, Wenyu immediately departed. Is entirely up to you. With those final words, he vanished into the night. Blue Arc stepped forward, watching the fading silhouette disappear, leaving behind only the dying remnants of dark energy. Upon his armored palm, a mass of dark energy still danced wildly. Blue Arc stood silent, seemingly contemplating those earlier words. I've put up with you guys long enough. Hey, what? Am I invisible to you? Surrender quietly, you really don't want to mess with this 5-color alien iron. The whole area is surrounded by people from the Ability Users Association. You're not getting away? But the hostages. The hostages are still with me. The hostages? Take a closer look. Damn it. 1 minute later. Blue Arc quickly chased after the masked man. A short while later, he suddenly came to a stop. Come on out. I knew you'd follow me up here. Mr. Blue Arc. Who on earth are you? For now, I have no codename and no name, but I'm sure I'll get one soon. That's the charm of being a public figure. If people like you, or fear you, they'll always come up with all sorts of nicknames for you. More importantly, aren't you at all curious what I'm looking at? This old newspaper says there was a tragic accident 5 years ago. A mother was accidentally killed by the Ability Users Association. The poor father filed complaint after complaint to the government, and still couldn't even learn who killed his wife, all because that ability user was from Rainbow Wing, and their identities are kept absolutely secret. Mr. Gucci, you were only 13 when it happened, weren't you? Right in front of your eyes, your mother went boom and turned into a pile of meat. What a shame. A childhood without a mother's love is complete. I sympathize with you more than anyone, so from that day on, you've held a grudge against those ability users who flaunt justice yet abuse their power. That's also why you became an ability user yourself. You wanted to gain enough reputation within the association to be recommended to the top through your unmatched performance. And then enter the unorganization Rainbow Wing to find the ability user who crushed your mother like an ant. Nonsense. I'm here to help you, Mr. Blue Arc. Let's work together. I'll help you get into Rainbow Wing and assist you in finding the ability user who killed your mother by mistake. And then you can carry out a truly spectacular revenge. All I need from you is to help me with one thing, one tiny, insignificant thing. What is it? For now, it's safer if I keep that from you, otherwise it might very well get you killed. Anyway, in the days to come, I'll be very active in this city. I'll be counting on you from now on. Wait, how do you know who I am? The reason is simple. Because I can see exactly what's under anyone's mask. Ridiculous. Do you really think I can't take you down? Stop pushing yourself, your waist and neck are badly injured. Shouldn't you get treated first? Well then, see you around Blue Arc. Sometime later, Guyamo Residential Complex. Our comrade Blue Arc still isn't back, he's badly hurt. But he's still out there on a mission, that's really something. Main Quest 1, Phase 2, form a cooperative relationship with the ability user Blue Arc, and thereby expand your connections within the Ability Users Association, not completed. Figures, getting Gucci to trust me at this point was pretty much impossible. Still, it's not like I got nothing out of it. The first phase of this main quest, investigate what Gucci is hiding, is done. I've already received 1 split point, 1 skill point, and 1 stat point. I wonder what nickname they'll give me, Freak? Bandaged Monster? Or maybe, yikes, I just hope they don't give me some lame name. If I'd known, I wouldn't have just picked a badass codename for myself on the spot back at Lijiang Square. Character name, Gu Wenyu. Character type, ability user. Current nickname, none. You've already gained some fame in the real world. Your nickname is on its way. Please wait patiently. Character age, 17. Character gender, male. Character stats, strength. Overall physical fitness, G rank speed. Reaction speed, G rank. Spirit, mental strength, G rank. Overall rating, G rank. Current event cards, 0. Current stat points, 1. Stat allocation, Strength. Adding this stat increases your overall physical fitness and the power of your restraints. This really does feel like speed. Adding this stat increases your reaction speed and the speed of your restraints. Spirit. Adding this stat increases your mental power and the toughness of your restraints. Of all martial arts, speed is king. I'll put it into speed, that way I can try to strike first in a fight and also avoid getting one shot. You currently have 1 stat point. You can add it to any one of the 3 stats, strength, speed, or spirit. Strength, overall physical fitness, C rank. Speed, reaction speed, C rank. C plus rank. Spirit, mental strength, C rank. Yeah, speed it is. Pitch black restraints. Branch 1, hidden, restraint sense, learned, restraint truth, to be learned, unknown. Branch 2, frenzy, restraint extension, to be learned, unknown. Details will be revealed after you learn the previous skill in this branch, unknown, unknown. Branch 3, vicious, restraint detection, to be learned, unknown. Details will be revealed after you learn the previous skill in this branch, unknown, unknown. Restraint truth forces people to tell the truth, basically a built-in lie detector. Restraint detection lets me touch someone with the restraints and read their ability info. As for restraint extension, the name says it all. The frenzy branch is clearly the combat power path. For me right now, raw combat power isn't the priority. What I really need are ways to stay alive and track down cues. 1 skill point consumed. You have successfully learned branch vicious skill, restraint detection. When you touch a target, human or humanoid, with your restraints, a series of their data, stats, abilities, will appear in your mind. The next skill in Branch Vicious is now available to learn. Branch 3, Vicious, Restraint Detection, learned, Restraint Suppression, to be learned, unknown, unknown, Restraint Suppression. After you bind an extraordinary being with your restraints, you can temporarily suppress their powers. Sounds pretty handy. I just don't know what counts as bound exactly. Do I have to wrap up their whole body? Or is tying a knot around their calf enough? Too many possibilities. I'll just unlock the skill first, and then find some unlucky test subject to slowly figure out all the rules. Create a new game character? Split progress is incomplete. You cannot create a new game character yet. Hint: creating a brand new game character requires 3 split points. You currently have 1 split point. Once you have 1 split points, you can collect all 3 split points. You can create the next game character in the real world. So I just need 2 more split points and I'll be able to make a new game character. Once I have 2 characters, I can finally start moving on the welfare home. Even if something happens to one character, the other can act as backup. Gu Wenyu sat absent-mindedly by the window. Suddenly, he sensed something. An iron-armored hand touched the door handle. The door swung open, and Gu Qie in his blue arc armor appeared imposing at the entrance. He narrowed his eyes carefully, his expression still full of vigilance. After confirming that his younger brother was asleep in bed, he finally let out a breath of relief. Guess I was just being paranoid. Restricted Class Ability User, number 1002, Ji Minghuan. Your instructor is here, get ready to be questioned. Interested in hearing about some of the ability users on the outside? Little brother Ji Minghuan. Instructor? Good evening. You're in good spirits, I see. That reminds me. How did you know it's nighttime right now? How would I know? You're the one who keeps coming to bother me when I'm trying to sleep at night. My bad, I just wanted to ask you. This person. This isn't you, is it? Before the second character is even created, the instructor suddenly shows up. Has Ji Minghuan's ability already been exposed? This guy, is me? Do I look even a tiny bit like this ugly-looking dude? Instructor, what's this ability user called? After some discussion on the outside, they decided to temporarily call this ability user Black Pupa. The moment I saw his photo, you were the first one who came to mind. If you want to call me ugly, just say it straight. Instructor, no need to beat around the bush. I can handle that level of personal attack. I mentioned your childhood yesterday too. Back then you wrapped yourself up tight with toilet paper rolls in the bathroom, and the orphanage nurses even took a photo to keep on record. Come on, I already explained it. That was just some stupid thing I did when I was a clueless kid. Anyway, I still don't get it. Why did you people arrest me in the first place? An entire month and you still can't prove I'm just a normal person? Because someone made a prophecy that you destroyed the world. Ha, did that guy watch too many Hollywood blockbusters? Always destroying the world this, destroying the world that. Is the world really that easy to wipe out? I mean, I can't even destroy myself. This collar knocks me out the moment I try to self-harm. Who knows? So who exactly is this person spreading rumors about me? Can't you bring him in to see me so we can confront each other face to face? No. More precisely, we're not able to. Why? Is he chilling out in outer space or something? No, we've never seen him, and we don't even know who he is. But he has foretold many events that would have a massive impact on the world, and every single time things played out exactly as he predicted. However, even though he's helped us avoid multiple major disasters, we've never had direct contact with him, or rather, he's never given us the chance. I've never seen the instructor this serious before. He probably isn't lying, so I really will destroy the world? You've got to be kidding me. Right, in 5 minutes, Kong Yiling will be coming here to see you. Really? I'll step out for a bit, it'll just be the two of you. You can talk about whatever you want, no need to worry about anyone listening. It's been so long since I last saw her. Right at this moment, a hazy figure gradually materialized from the empty void. A girl with flowing platinum hair stood right in front of him. He stared at her in a daze. A torrent of memories suddenly surged into his mind. The first time I met her was 3 years ago. I heard from a nurse that there was a new kid at the orphanage, a mixed-race girl so pale it was scary, and she was deaf and mute. Because of her, the nurses made all the kids learn sign language in advance. Some of the kids couldn't sit still and blamed everything on her, so everyone disliked her from the start. She always wore this crumpled white linen dress, holding a sketchbook with a pencil tucked inside. Everyone thought she was a total weirdo. Later I found out she used that notebook to write, so other people didn't have to learn sign language for her sake. That way she wouldn't be a burden on anyone. She's a very considerate kid who hates troubling others. But me, I'm different. I was wild. I wasn't afraid of causing trouble for people. I liked dragging her all over the place, running and jumping. just because I felt that she and I were the same, widows in everyone else's eyes. Until one day. The last time I saw my parents, they locked me in a wardrobe. They told me to wait there quietly and not make a sound, and that they'd be back soon. I was such an idiot back then, I actually believed them. Then, even after I was sent to the orphanage, I still kept locking myself away like a fool, thinking, if I did that, maybe they'd come back for me. But they never came, not even once, and later. Later on I grew up, I didn't need them to come find me anymore. But you're different, I want you by my side. When I'm with you, I don't have to pretend, I don't have to play along, so I want to stay with you, always. She suddenly asked me, can I rely on you? That was the first time I ever felt what it was like to be needed by someone. I'll definitely protect you, Kong Young, because I promise you, you can rely on me. Hey Kong Yuling, you won't abandon me like my parents did, will you? I absolutely will never abandon you. Kong Yuing, it really is you. Thank goodness you're okay, I'm so glad you're okay. Physical contact is prohibited. If it happens a second time, you will be stunned. Relax, it won't kill me. I've been shocked many times jumping around in here before, I'm used to it. Right, did they ask you to do something, like interrogate me, before they let you see me? They told me to ask you, what is your superpower? This fool, she'll definitely be punished for doing this later, right? The instructors would never let her ask about my superpower so bluntly. Even if you asked me that, I don't know, after all, what isn't there, isn't there? This is the first time I've lied to you, sorry, if I said my superpower out loud, either of us would ever be able to leave here. Okay, got it. I miss you a lot. Meeting time is over, take her away. If you behave well, you can see each other again in the future, how is it? Seeing it for yourself, do you believe now that we really haven't harmed her? You guys really have the hearts of bodhisattvas, locking an 11-year-old girl in here. Are you proud of yourselves just for not hurting her? Your moral bottom line sure is flexible. Actually, if you hadn't brought it up, I often forget you're only 12. The feeling you give me is that you're always disguising yourself. Would an ordinary 12-year-old boy think this much? By the way, can I ask you a question? Ask away. Since you know I will destroy the world, then why not just kill me directly? Taking a 10,000 steps back, if I really had that kind of ability, and my ability loses control in the future and destroys this laboratory, would you regret it? Do you want to hear the truth? Tell me. Espers on the verge of death might erupt with potential far exceeding their own strength. Not killing you is because of this very reason. No one knows what would happen if we made a move against you, so we can't kill you, we will only try to control you. Haha, that's really great. Knowing that I won't be secretly eliminated by you guys, I can sleep peacefully at night. Let's end the conversation here for now. Rest early. Dragon Country, Lijing Gai Mai Block. Welcome back, consciousness loaded into game character number 1, Gu Wenyu. Due to an increase in popularity, this game character's codename has been updated. Your current codename is Black Pupa. Black Pupa. It hasn't even been half a day and they've already given me a codename. How interesting. One step at a time, the primary objective is to find the exact location of that laboratory, and after that, try to quietly bring out my original body and Kong Yuling. Finally, if it really doesn't work out, then I'll slaughter them all. Someone came back. Good thing my reaction was fast enough. I shouldn't have been discovered, right? You. Suzumai you. Main Quest 3, investigate what your younger sister, Suzumai, is hiding? Will Ji Minghuan be able to find the laboratory's location? And will he be able to rescue his original body and Kong Yuling? What is Suzima, who's suddenly returned home, planning to do? Wait, what are you doing? So you finally know how to wake up? You are incredibly lazy, getting up at 3 p.m. Are you a pig? Suzumai, in my memory, she is currently 16 and in her first year of high school. Gu Wenyu is 17 and in his second year, about to enter his third year after school starts. An older brother is 19 and a freshman in college. However, among the three of us, this Gu Wenyu that I'm controlling looks the youngest. Perhaps it's because his eyes droop at the corners, making him usually look sickly. And the reason younger sister's surname is Su instead of Gui is because Su Zima's parents made a rule: sons take the father's surname, and daughters take the mother's surname. Forget it, I can't be bothered with you. What the hell? This is a live broadcast from the Lijiang Daily News. At 10:20 last night, an unknown Esper appeared in the downtown square and intervened in the Green Wings organization's hostage situation. The Esper used black brand-like objects to kill 5 criminals and successfully rescued 5 hostages, causing no civilian casualties in the process. According to witness, the Esper was entirely wrapped in black restraints, hanging upside down beneath a billboard like a pupa. The anomal is cordoned off the scene and is sampling and analyzing the residual substances. Next, the vice president of the Lijiang Anomalist Association branch will explain some related matters to us. After confirmation by an emergency meeting of the Anomalist Association's expert panel, based on his superpower characteristics and appearance, the Esper has been officially named Black Pupa and is temporarily classified as a B-rank observation target. B-rank. So there is a ranking system among Espers as well. Before Goikai comes home, I should use restraint strap detection to see what other abilities Suzumai has. Maybe I'll complete the main quest right away. Restraint strap detection learned: when you use the restraint straps to touch an opponent, must be human, a series of their data, attributes, abilities, will pop up in your mind. A wisp of dark energy emerged from Gu Wenyu's body. It slowly floated towards Suzumai. Then it slipped into her body. Suzumai's eyes instantly shifted to a deep purple. Gu Wenyu's expression turned to shock as he felt something strange. Suzumai abruptly turned and stared at Gu Wenyu with a confused look. He spoke up stiffly, forcing the words out. "Cola, want some? What was that unprovoked sense of danger just now? An illusion? Main Quest 3 is still not complete. Is it because I haven't seen her use superhuman powers with my own eyes? Or is it because I haven't determined exactly what kind of identity she holds among the demon hunters? Target gender, female. Target attributes, strength, D rank, speed, C++ rank, spirit, B rank. Superhuman race, exorcist rank, Tier 1. Exorcist ranks are divided into 3 tiers in total: talent, magic hand, rarity, and heavenly drive is A rank. This talent is currently bound to a demon, Ice Wax Demon. However, I remember the system mentioning when creating the game character, there are a total of 3 major superhuman races in the world. Anomaly Envoy Esper. At the time, I only saw the 2 races of Esper and Anomaly Envoy. In that case, the final piece of the puzzle is filled in. The last superhuman race is the Exorcist. Oh, you're both here, how rare. Perfect, I'm cooking tonight. Both of you wait until after dinner before going out to play. Blue Arc. Gucci. Yeah, he was clearly so badly injured last night, yet now he looks like nothing happened. Espers recover from injuries really fast, of course. It could also be that the Anomalist Association's medical care is quite outstanding. By the way, Dad said he's coming back tonight. If he wants to come, just let him come. Sigh. Older brother and Dad won't start arguing again tonight, will they? Even though they haven't seen each other in 2 years. Who knows? Oh? The United Nations classifies Espers based on their danger level, from highest to lowest, as follows. To sequence, restricted level, T1 sequence, disaster level, T2 sequence, dragon level, T3 sequence, chief level, T4 sequence, standard level, T5 sequence, harmless level. T5 sequence, harmless level. Espers of this level have harmless abilities. Their personal freedom will not be officially restricted, and they can engage in the same work as ordinary people. T4 sequence, standard level, stronger than harmless level, but Espers with relatively mediocre overall abilities. T3 sequence, chief level, the best among Espers. T2 sequence, dragon level, this level is the mainstay of the Superhuman Association. T1 sequence, disaster level, the standard for this level, Rainbow Wings members, Only espers who have reached the disaster level and the association's ability assessment are eligible to enter the candidate list for Rainbow Wings members. To sequence, restricted level. According to statistics from the Superhuman Association, only one restricted level esper has appeared in history. This restricted level esper has been confirmed dead. His information is strictly confidential and not disclosed to the public. Only one restricted level esper has appeared in history, and is already dead. They couldn't be talking about me, right? My living condition in that laboratory was pretty much the same as being dead, anyway. If this restricted level esper on the official website is really me, then are those people in the laboratory really from the Superhuman Association? If that's the truth, then when the day comes for me to go to war with the researchers of that laboratory, wouldn't it be directly equivalent to declaring war on the United Nations? At that time, the disaster-level espers of Rainbow Wings will definitely rush over to stop me. How about I try to find a way to drag this family in to be my thugs? If I make good use of this fake family identity, it won't be difficult to guide them. Moreover, because of Mother's death, they already hold hostility towards Rainbow Wings. This makes it even easier to form a united front. Counting the people they can call to help at that time, they should be a fighting force not to be underestimated. By the way, little you, did you stay at home the entire time last night? Speaking of which, I also feel like you're acting weird today. While Ji Minghuan is investigating, older brother and younger sister suddenly confront him. Have they both started suspecting him? What's going on? They can't all be suspecting me, right? I fell asleep right after eating dinner last night. Then in the middle of the night, did you hear any strange noises? No. Why, did a thief break into the house last night? Well, no. Forget it, pretend I didn't say anything. Why are you staring at me like that? You're talking more. You usually don't talk much, just staying cooped up in your room doing who knows what. Oh, should I leave then? You really are a pig. Falling asleep right after dinner last night and actually sleeping straight through to this afternoon. It's a good thing to come out and chat more. Don't take after Dad's temper, completely ignoring his own family. Think more about how Mom used to treat us, how great the family atmosphere was back then. Forget it. I'd better talk less, lest I really expose myself. I really don't quite understand how true family members should get along with each other. Although during these years staying in the orphanage, I've considered Kong Yiling as family in my heart. Our way of interacting is more like best friends than family. Coming. Older brother, Dad is back. Main quest 2. Investigate what your father Gu Zhuoming is hiding. This person is my father, Gu Suan. Su Zimai and Gu Qie are both awkwardly keeping their heads down doing their own things. Their attention isn't over here. This is a chance. Oh no. Crap, older is indeed wiser. Gu Suan is much more vigilant than Su Zimai. Condition met. Touch the target's body. Passive skill activated. Restraint strap control. What is the meaning of this? Dad, I just wanted to help you brush the dust off your shoulder. Sorry I've been living a life on the line outside these past 2 years, and my exhausted nerves are too sensitive, just getting my shoulder tapped by my son, and I actually had such an extreme reaction. But what exactly was that strange feeling just now? It was as if a snake suddenly dared out from the forest and crawled onto my shoulder, deep green eyes glowing brightly in the darkness, piercing through every corner of my heart. Completed main quest 2, investigate what your father Gu Zhuoming is hiding. Phew, thank goodness it was a false alarm. I've achieved my goal. Obtain main quest 2 rewards, 1 splitting point, 1 skill point, 1 character point. Main quest 2 updated. Establish a cooperative relationship with the super criminal Ghost Clock, and then expand interpersonal relationships among evil espers. Ghost Clock? Super criminal Ghost Clock? So Gu Zhuoming is actually Ghost Clock. I've seen it before. Super criminal Ghost Clock. Target gender, male. Target attributes, strength, A++ rank, speed, A rank, spirit, A rank. Superhuman race, esper superpower description, creates a 3-meter tall clock tower, and detaches his shadow from the ground with 3 attributes, equivalent to creating a clone. The difference is that the shadow cannot leave the original body too far, every 30 seconds. The clock tower's hour hand will randomly turn to a specific hour between 1 and 12 o'clock. At different hours, the clock tower will provide different ability enhancements to Ghost Clock's shadow. For the past 2 years, he has only harmed those espers who abuse their powers, but never laid a hand on ordinary people. The association's multiple arrest attempts all ended in failure, and he often left behind one sentence: "You guys aren't good enough, have someone from Rainbow Wings come find me." No wonder Ghost Clock is so obsessed with making the Superhuman Association dispatch Rainbow Wings members to arrest him, and no wonder Guzhuan hasn't returned home for exactly 2 years. Guzhuan is trying to use himself to lure out the 2 Rainbow Wings members who killed his wife, and then tear them to pieces with his own hands. What's ironic is that Guy's approach runs exactly counter to Guzhuan's. In order to find the Rainbow Wings member who accidentally killed his mother, what Guy chose was to join the Superhuman Association and become a powerful esper, so as to be recommended by the association into the inner circle of Rainbow Wings and find his enemy fair and square. Even though they are father and son, they made diametrically opposite choices for the exact same purpose, and even stood on opposite sides of each other due to a twist of fate. They put on masks and slaughter each other like trapped beasts in a gladiatorial arena. Don't bring those terrible habits of yours back home. You disappeared on your own for 2 years, and the moment you come back you act like this. How do you expect us to believe you? I thought you had changed. But you're still the same as before. You haven't changed since Mom passed away. Your head is full of nothing but the person who has already left, without even considering how much pain your own children are in. Have you ever thought that your children actually suffered just as huge a blow from Mom's death as you did? But in order to make you feel a little better, every kid hid their own emotions, yet you turned a blind eye and treated us all like thin air. Do you know how many times Xiaomai cried at first after you left without a word? And how many times she told me she wanted Daddy to come back? I never should have told her back then that you would come back. A person like you should just hug a dead person's coffin for the rest of your life. After all, the living don't matter to you. Dead family members are the most important to you. What about you then? Have you already forgotten your own mother? Ah? Shut up. What do you know about how much I've done? And what do you know? Enough. Father and son are like enemies the moment they meet. Amidst the tense atmosphere, Ji Minghuan lets out a loud roar. Will he bear the brunt of their anger? Enough. My little sister, she ran away from home. I'll go bring her back. What kind of melodramatic family farce is this? I really can't handle it. Good timing. I'll use this chance to proceed with the next step of the plan. How about it? Do you believe my words now, and feel just a tiny bit of suspicion towards your father? Who are you? I see, then if I communicate with you using this name, you should have more of an impression. Black Pupa. Aren't you worried I'll have someone trace your IP address? Is there a need? Anyway, you'll only trace it back to your own home address. But you're right, my dad does seem a bit strange. What is he hiding from me? Perhaps when our cooperation goes a step further, I'll consider telling you. One last question. Ask. Are you my dad? I treat you like a good older brother, and you treat me as your dad? So what do you need from me? That's a secret. I just want you to know that if I wanted to be your enemy, I would have done so already. By just exposing your identity, your younger brother and sister would become your greatest weaknesses. But I didn't do that. That's true, although I still don't trust you. From a mutually beneficial standpoint, I can temporarily cooperate with you. Completed Main Quest 1, Phase 2, reach a cooperative relationship with the anomalous Blue Ark, and subsequently expand interpersonal relationships within the Anomalist Association. Obtained quest rewards: 1 splitting point, 1 skill point, 1 attribute point. It's a success. Main Quest 1 updated. Complete the first cooperation with the anomalous Blue Ark and deepen his trust. Hint: you have gathered 3 splitting points. Open the Create Game Character option to enter the character building phase, and create your second game character in the real world. What success? Nothing. By the way, Dad and older brother asked me to find you, let's go back. You've changed a lot. I've never seen you care about people this much before. Forget it, you go back. I don't want to go home. I'm going to a friend's house later. She'll be here to pick me up soon. Little sister, she isn't your girlfriend, is she? Get lost. My sexual orientation is perfectly normal, even though I've had girls confess to me. Then who is she? It's her teacher. Oh my, sorry, did I scare you? This is my teacher, this is my older brother, don't treat him as an outsider. Hello? A teacher in the field of exorcists? Hello, my name is Kuchiyun. I'm Suzumai's friend. I often hear about you from her. My name is Guwenyu. Condition met. Touch the target's body. Activated passive skill. Restraint strap detection. Triggered passive skill. Restraint strap senses. Target gender, female. Target attributes, strength, B rank, speed, B++ rank, spirit, A rank, superhuman race, exorcist rank, tier 2. Exorcist ranks are divided into 3 tiers in total. Heavenly Drive, Retro Monocle. Rarity is SS rank among Heavenly Drives. Currently this Heavenly Drive is bound to demons, Train Demon, Movie Demon. Although I still don't know what the heck a Heavenly Drive is, but judging from the data, this person should be an upper mid-tier combatant on the exorcist side. No wonder Suzuma calls her teacher, it's a pity. Still not as powerful as the 2 disaster-level lords in our family. Then I'll leave my little sister to you. I still have to go home and take a shower. I made plans to play games with my friends tonight. I will take good care of her. Feel free to attend to whatever you need. I'll be leaving first, you guys chat. What do you mean I'm left to her? Main Quest 1, Phase 3. Complete the first cooperation with the anomalous Blue Ark and deepen his trust. Main Quest 2, Phase 2. Reach a cooperative relationship with the super criminal Ghost Clock, and subsequently expand interpersonal relationships among evil espers. Looking at it this way, I was able to complete the first phase of the first 2 quests, but failed to complete the quest Investigate Sister's Identity. Main Quest 3, Investigate what your younger sister Suzumai is hiding. Main Quest 4, Investigate what your best friend Li Qingping is hiding. Is it because I immediately knew that Gu Qie is Blue Ark and Gu Zhuan is Ghost Clock, but I didn't know exactly what identity my younger sister holds from the perspective of an exorcist, so it didn't work. Looks like I'll have to find time to tell her later. Just now when I shook hands with that kid, what was with that subtle, strange sensation? What's wrong, Commander? Your older brother seems a bit unusual. Ah? What exactly is going on? We'll know once we test him. The woman Suzumai calls Commander begins to suspect Ji Mingji's background. Can Ji Mingji turn danger into safety? Movie Demon. Train Demon. Get on. Alright, Commander, what could possibly be so unusual about him? Don't tell me you've taken a liking to my older brother, Commander? Why would you think that? Judging from Xiaomi's reaction, she doesn't seem to know that her older brother is an esper. Never mind, there's no need for me to meddle in other people's business. Let's not talk about this anymore. Pack up your things. If you don't want to go home, then don't go home. Come live with me for the summer vacation. You old smoker, the moment my older brother leaves, you stop pretending? We can't let him know that his own younger sister is going to spend the summer vacation with an old smoker, right? I don't care about them, by the way. Shouldn't we have the train demon take us to Tokyo tonight? Yes, we have some matters to discuss with the Exorcist Association in Japan tomorrow. Then I want to eat shrimp tempura. I haven't even had dinner yet, and they started arguing. Alright, I'll treat you to whatever Mai wants to eat. Character attributes: strength, determines physical constitution, C rank; speed, determines neural reaction, C rank; spirit, determines mental strength, C rank. Your current game character, Black Bat, holds 3 attribute points. Allocate them immediately? The strength attribute of game character 1 Black Bat has changed, C rank, C+ rank. The speed attribute of game character 1 Black Bat has changed, C rank, C++ rank. Switch to the panel. Character skill tree. Currently, the only known way to obtain splitting points is by completing the main quest. Once I create a second game character, I won't run into a situation where I can't obtain splitting points if the first character dies. This way, Even if the first character dies, I can use the second character to expand and continue creating more characters. Consumed 1 skill point, successfully learned the branch hidden skill, Restraint Strap Truth. After binding the target with the restraint straps, you can force them to speak the truth in their heart. Then, in a couple of days I can go settle the score with the director. The learning permission for the next skill in branch hidden has been unlocked. The instructors were able to take me away from the orphanage without anyone noticing. The people at the orphanage must have played a crucial role in this. Old director, you can start praying to your God, pray that you can give me a satisfactory answer. Remaining 1 unused skill point, continue to develop the skill tree? Branch 1, Hidden, Restraint Strap Senses, learned, Restraint Strap Truth, learned, Restraint Strap Camouflage, pending learning, requires 1 skill point to unlock, unknown. Restraint Strap Camouflage allows your restraint straps to enter an invisible state. After wrapping yourself in the restraint straps, it will put you into a stealth form. If you encounter an entity whose attributes are all higher than yours, there is a high probability they will detect you when you get within a certain distance. Quite good, suitable for tailing people, but have I invested too much in the hidden branch? It feels like I'm specializing a bit too heavily, but for now, I can only develop it like this. I can't use the combat branch skills anyway. I can't beat the strong ones, and I can easily beat the weak ones. Consumed 1 skill point, successfully learned the branch hidden skill, Restraint Strap Camouflage. The learning permission for the next skill in branch hidden has been unlocked. Restraint Strap Trap lays down a trap made of a pile of restraint straps on the spot. Once an enemy steps into the trap area, their legs will immediately be bound and entangled by the restraint straps. The restraint strap trap released by this skill will inherit the effects of skills such as restraint strap senses and restraint strap detection. This description looks very insidious. I'm so tempted, what a pity that my skill points are already used up. This character's exclusive cultivation system is the Social Superstar System. Social Superstar System, core rules of the Social Superstar System. Whenever you reach a cooperative relationship with more superhuman individuals, you can obtain rewards through the exclusive cultivation system. Current progress, Cultivation Quest 1. Reach a good cooperative relationship with 1 Esper, regardless of whether they are hero or villain. Reward, 1 attribute point. Completed, Cultivation Quest 2. Reach a cooperative relationship with a total of 3 superhuman individuals. Current progress 1/3. The superhuman who has reached a cooperative relationship is Anomalous Blue Arc. It's about time. On the other side, the instructor should be coming to find me soon. I hope the instructor doesn't disappoint me. Bring me more useful intel. Complete splitting mode has been activated. After a 1-hour loading period, your consciousness will take over the game character's body 24 hours a day, without the need to enter a dream state. The number of currently loaded game character perspectives is 1. Restricted level Esper, number 1002, Ji Minghuan. An instructor is visiting. Prepare to be interrogated as soon as possible. We plan to let you interact with the other children. Other children? The other children locked up here. You guys should become good friends. Why? Aren't you afraid that we'll team up and plan a prison break or something? There's nothing to worry about regarding that. We know the situation of every child here very well, except for you. I don't even know much about myself, let alone you guys. Speaking of which, didn't you promise me yesterday that you would tell me about the other 2 superhuman races? Yes, today is precisely to introduce these 2 factions to you. Our people have already started to suspect that you aren't an Esper, but an anomaly envoy or an exorcist. Unlocked key intel system. The more intelligence you learn about the superhuman race worldview, the higher the probability of generating game characters with stronger initial stats and greater potential. Current worldview development progress for the Esper branch, 40%/100%. Current worldview development progress for the Exorcist branch, 5%/100%. Current worldview development progress for the Anomaly Envoy branch, 1%/100%. Note: the increase in development progress will depend on the importance of the intelligence learned. Looking at it this way, I was right not to create a character directly, otherwise I would have missed out on too much. After coaxing information out of the instructor, I'll build the game character, maybe 1 or 2 exceptionally rare character profiles will spawn. Which one do you want to hear about first? What's going on? My head suddenly hurts so much, it's as if a nail has been driven into my skull, forcefully boring a hole, causing my very brain to tremble. Ji Ming originally wanted to coax information out of them, but suddenly felt a splitting headache. Could this be the work of the instructor? Parasite mode has been activated. You are now linked to the perspectives of Little Sister and every completed vessel. Tip: if your mind fails to adapt or your core starts fracturing, you may access the system panel of any game character and disable this feature. The collar still shows no response, meaning it has yet to detect any form of ability activation from an attacker. Just as I suspected, my powers cannot be recognized by the collar. What's wrong with you? Nothing, I've just been trapped in here with nothing to do except sleep. If you sleep too much your head starts spinning. Let's begin with the curio wielders. That topic sounds more entertaining. Nothing, I've just been trapped here with no choice but to sleep. Too much sleep makes you dizzy. Let's start with the curio wielders. That sounds more interesting. Alright. A very, very long time ago, there existed a colossal queen fish, and hidden within its stomach was... Can you stop using that tone? Be serious, you're not narrating a bedtime tale to a toddler. Since you dislike that approach, I'll change the style. Curio wielders almost never reveal themselves within ordinary cities. Their true sanctuary exists inside the belly of the kun called Kikapeo. Merely looking at the fish, nobody could imagine how immense the world within it truly is. Inside that stomach rests an enormous realm, a world we commonly refer to as the whale garden in a box. Within the whale garden stand colossal cities, sea king metropolises, magnificent royal palaces, and inside those palaces dwell the curio wielder bloodlines. I'm not interested in hearing about people living inside a fish's stomach. Can you explain what a curio wielder actually is? What abilities do they possess? Every curio wielder awakens upon reaching a certain age and obtains their own curio codex. That codex guides them toward nearby curio realms. And within those realms exist curio shards. If they can conquer a curio realm using their own power, they gain the corresponding curio shard. Through the codex, they can draw out the curio energy sealed within those shards, and that is how they fight. And after that? What exactly do those curio shards they collect like junk actually do? Curio shards are stored within the codex and are generally divided into 4 grades: mythic grade curios, generational grade curios, and common grade curios. Among them, the most terrifying are the mythic grade curios. Exactly as their name implies, they are deeply connected to myths spread throughout the world. Throughout all of history, only a tiny number of mythic grade curio shards have ever surfaced. According to surviving records, only a handful are known: Lord of the Gods Rem, Yamada no Orochi, Sun God Ra, Underworld King Hades. Oh? Then what about the tier beneath those, the so-called generational grade curios? You've most likely heard many of the generational grade names before: Saint Infant, World Burial Curse, White Owl Chronicle. All of those belong to the generational category. Once such events are endlessly passed down through stories and legends, they transform into curios, and wherever a curio exists, shards are left behind. Curio wielders can extract the curio's power through those fragments. At present, the strongest curio wielders are those who possess generational grade curio shards. Every one of them carries the power to awaken history itself. It would not be an exaggeration to say that if a curio wielder ever acquired a mythic grade curio shard, they would effectively obtain a fragment of an ancient god's authority, and erasing an entire country would only become a matter of time. You have obtained critical information regarding curio wielder world building. Current curio wielder branch world building progress has risen to 30%. Higher progress greatly increases the probability of generating high-potential curio wielder characters during character creation. It jumped directly to 30%. Looks like the instructor really wasn't lying about the value of this intel. Judging from the way you describe them, aren't these curio wielders even more dangerous than I am? Throughout history, almost nobody has ever conquered a mythic grade curio, and besides, destroying the world and destroying a single nation are 2 entirely different concepts. So in the end, I'm still the true monster here. I hope you understand this. We are here to help you. And who exactly are this we you keep mentioning? I still have no idea who your people really are. That is something I cannot reveal to you yet. Aren't you part of the Ability Users Association? What we do is far more dangerous, and far more despised, than the association's work. We belong neither to the curio wielders nor to the exorcists. Just as I expected, there's no way the instructor would reveal their entire background so easily. Where were we? Right, enough about curio wielders for now. Next, let's discuss exorcists. Calamity Class Ability User, number 10459, Yuan Chenhu, requests an audience with the instructor. A Calamity Class Ability User? Why is every random person in this damned place some kind of terrifying monster? This place is overflowing with freaks. Looks like I won't be hearing anything about exorcists from the instructor today. I have something to deal with. We'll stop here for today. If you're interested, I'll explain the rest another time. Alright. Either way, my preparations are basically complete. Aside from exorcists, I already have a decent understanding of the other two races. My odds of creating a high-potential character just increased significantly. Spend 3 split points to create an entirely new game character in the real world? A dice roll will now commence. Please choose any number between 1 and 6. 6? Number selected 6. Congratulations, you have won this dice gamble. As your reward, this round will automatically favor your selected number, granting you 1 additional character slot to choose from. Now select any 2 among the 3 custom characters listed below. One of them will become your second game character and step onto the stage of the theater known as Simulated World. Character Dossier: Name, Xiaozi Nana. Gender, female. Age, 17, Species, Yellow Race. Human. Category, Ability User. Base Stats: Strength, C+, Rank, Speed, C+, Rank, Spirit, C+, Rank, Initial Evaluation, C+, Rank. Background: a Japanese performer. After her father was murdered by black-clad assassins, she was sold into the dancing district, where she awakened her thorn ability during a single night and swore vengeance against the Black Path. I don't really mind controlling a female character, but this backstory is way too intense. I'll skip this one. Every time I inherit a character's memories, I always see bizarre scenes of myself lying in all kinds of strange places while men do weird things to me. Those images would completely destroy my worldview, maybe even my SSS orientation. I'd definitely end up witnessing things. Character File Number 2, Name, AR Padanat. Gender, Male. Age, 25, Race, White. Human. Class, News Messenger. Base Attributes: Strength, D rank, Speed, D rank, Mental, D rank, Initial Evaluation, D rank. Yeah, absolutely not. This one's terrible too. After hearing the instructor explain their world, I really want to try becoming a curio wielder. But compared to the others, this guy's starting stats are unbelievably awful. Warning, warning, warning. Warning, full split mode is currently active. If you create a second game character, your consciousness will be divided across 3 bodies simultaneously, dramatically increasing the sensation of mental fragmentation. Please consider disabling full split mode before creating another character. So I'll just be thinking with 3 brains at the same time. What's the big deal? If I can't even withstand this much, then how am I supposed to free my true body from this hellhole? Let alone take revenge? Oh. Let's look at the third character profile first. Hopefully the last one isn't another ability user, and please don't let the base stats be complete trash. Notice, among the characters generated this round, a rare character has appeared. Category: Exorcist. A rare character, and it belongs to the race I understand the least: exorcists. Did I seriously just stumble into this kind of ridiculous luck? Character Number 3 Profile. Name: Xia Pingzhou. Rare character. Gender: Male. Age, 19, Race, Asian, Base Stats: Strength, D. Speed, C++, Spirit, C++, Initial Evaluation, C++. Category: Exorcist. One of the 3 great extraordinary races. Exorcists fight through a heaven drive, a weapon crystallized from the soul itself. Every time they ascend in rank, they may form a contract with a demon, allowing their heaven drive to evolve. First Order Exorcist. Exorcists possess only 3 ranks in total: Heaven Drive, Chess, SS rank. Rarity among Heaven Drives. This Heaven Drive has already formed a contract with one demon, Shadow Demon. This is a demon contract? Character profile number 3 selected, Xia Pingzhou. He will debut within the real world as your second game character. This game character possesses the following 2 primary development routes. Main Route 1, Frenzy. Main Route 2, Righteous Exorcist. Yeah, as if there's even a real choice here. Obviously I'm taking the first route, the second one sounds painfully boring. Main growth route number 1, Blood Hunt, selected. A unique cultivation system is now being generated for this character. Please wait. Your second game character Xia Pingzhou is currently being generated in the real world, and his existence is being rationalized. Preparing to log in at Tokyo, Japan. Final countdown commencing shortly. 3, 2, 1. Tokyo Metropolis, Minato Ward, Shiba Park 7:30 a.m. So this is Tokyo. System prompt. Loading memories for character number 2. The 5-second countdown has begun. The memories of game character number 2, Xia Pingzhou, will soon be downloaded into your consciousness. Please prepare yourself. Character memory loading complete. Here it comes again. Exactly the same feeling as when I created the first character. Xia Pingzhou, exorcist for 2 years. 2 years ago, during a mission, his fellow exorcist Red Light suddenly slaughtered every teammate for no reason at all, sparing only him. After that incident, Xia retired. Yet not long afterward, his entire family was brutally massacred by the exorcist known as Jack the Ripper. From that moment onward, revenge became the sole purpose driving Xia Pingzhou's life. After spending a year investigating, he finally traced the organization behind Jack the Ripper, the White Crow Brigade. The White Crow Brigade is a 12-member outlaw crew composed of ability users, curio wielders, and exorcists. They wander across the world committing robbery, slaughter, arson. There is nothing they refuse to do. In order to infiltrate the brigade and approach his enemy closely enough to discover their true identity, Xia Pingzhou contacted the brigade captain through the dark web and arranged a meeting set to take place within the next few days. Wonderful, yet another protagonist carrying a conveniently packaged lifelong vendetta. According to Xia Pingzhou's memories, his current powers originate from 4 chess pieces: king, queen, pawn, and rook. Whenever he activates one of the pieces, the corresponding unit materializes into reality and obeys his commands. Every exorcist possesses their own destiny weapon. Another name for it is Heaven Drive. Exorcists are separated into 3 ranks, and every time they advance in rank, they can forge a contract with one demon. After the contract is formed, the demon merges into the Heaven Drive and becomes one of the weapon's components. An exorcist's duty is exactly as the name suggests, exterminating demons. When Xia Pingzhou first awakened his Heaven Drive, the surge of power released from it was evaluated at SS rank, an occurrence so rare it was nearly unheard of anywhere in the world. Black Pupa's abilities are heavily focused on reconnaissance and support. No matter how I look at it, he simply isn't built to serve as the primary damage dealer. If this second character specializes in direct frontline combat, then he'll naturally compensate for my greatest weakness. Let's pull up Xia Pingzhou's skill tree first and take a look. Branch 1, Swarm, Recruit Soldiers, requires 1 skill point to unlock. Gain 2 soldier chess pieces, Unknown. Branch 2, Bravery, Chess Type Evolution, Condition. You must spend a total of 3 skill points in other branches before unlocking this skill. Learning this skill requires 1 skill point, Unknown. Branch 3, Soul, Demon Hunter, requires 1 skill point to unlock. Unknown. Oh, there are quite a few branches. Chess Piece Evolution evolves every one of your chess pieces. This evolution upgrades all pieces from black iron body into bronze body, comprehensively enhancing the base attributes of every chess piece type. Demon Hunter. After your chess pieces participate in slaying a demon, there is a chance to obtain a unique chess piece connected to that demon. This piece may only be summoned once, and after destruction. It will never respawn like normal chess pieces. So this is basically a pure summoner-type build. Suddenly, Xia Pingzhou received a message. Inside the underground bar located in Tokyo 5 Chome's Alley, we are waiting for you in the 3rd private compartment. Anonymous. No doubt about it, that message came from the White Crow Brigade, and today is exactly the day Xia Pingzhou is meant to meet them for the first time. Time to go. It's barely morning, yet inside this place the alcohol and chaos are already overflowing. Did these lunatics seriously drink all night until sunrise? Their stamina is absurd. The brigade should be inside that private room. The White Crow Brigade, double S-rank targets wanted by the Ability Users Association. Just don't die too quickly and everything will be fine, at least until I manage to create a third game character. This one absolutely has to survive, otherwise every one of my plans will become restricted again. Xia Pingzhou was just about to reach out and open the door when he suddenly froze. He watched in surprise as the doorknob turned on its own. From inside the room, a girl in a red kimono slowly emerged. Her eyes were a deep, hollow crimson. Xia Pingzhou stepped into the hidden chamber, where the girl had already been waiting for quite some time. A newcomer? Members of the brigade? Yeah. Ice, has our guest arrived? He matches the photo exactly, he's the substitute for number 12. The captain seems very interested in his abilities, so we came first to see whether he's worth keeping. Please come inside. Why don't we introduce ourselves first? I'm Anlins, number 11 of the brigade. Robert, number 7. Everyone calls me Turnip Head, so you can too. Ice remained silent from beginning to end, her gaze fixed coldly upon the book lying on the table. She activated her power, and the book instantly rose into the air. The pages suddenly tore themselves apart into countless fragments. Ice casually waved her hand, and those paper fragments transformed into glowing lines of text floating across the air. An ability that manipulates paper. Xia Pingzhou, I'm here to claim the number 12 position. We were planning to leave soon anyway. But before that, there's one thing we need to handle first. The captain ordered us to kill everyone inside this bar before we go. Some of them are preparing for an auction next week, and that conflicts with our plans. So my entrance test is to go out there and slaughter everyone? Of course not, that's just a little side task. If the captain already values you, then killing those people doesn't even qualify as a test. The real question is how you plan to do it while wasting the least amount of effort. A slot machine, so that's number 11's ability? I wonder what it actually does. Relax, let me spin it first, maybe we'll roll something convenient that saves us some trouble. The slot machine began rotating, the mechanical levers protruding from its body. The reels eventually stopped on the rocket symbol. Looks like what I rolled this time is a little over the top. Newbie, let's move. A teleportation ability, huh? Hurry up unless you want to get blown sky high, newbie. Come on, we're taking you somewhere entertaining. Weren't we supposed to kill everyone inside the bar? What are you talking about? They are already dead. The instant those words were spoken, the slot machine suddenly started trembling violently. Its entire body lit up with blinding light as countless cracks spread across its surface. The machine shattered apart into streams of scattered digital fragments that burst in every direction. Then, in an instant, it rapidly reconstructed itself into a missile. I see. So now I more or less understand what Enlin's ability really is. No one inside that bar could possibly have survived. Not just the bar, even the alley surrounding it, along with those dull residential buildings nearby. Probably no one there survived either. So what now? An abandoned office building? Why bring me to a place like this? This building is located in Tokyo's Harbor District. After 2 employees consecutively worked themselves to death, the government forcibly shut the company down, and the building has remained abandoned ever since. Work is war, maintain maximum efficiency at all times, stay at your station, never waste a single second. Wow, this place practically reeks of corporate slave energy. Don't tell me some kind of office worker demon was born here. Jokes aside, why exactly did you bring me here? For the thing exorcists specialize in the most. A demon? The 3 of us will stay back and watch you fight that demon, then we'll evaluate you afterward. If at least 2 of us are dissatisfied with your performance, we won't merely reject your membership. We'll kill you immediately. Looks like your opponent has arrived, aren't you going to greet it? Main Quest 1, arrive at the meeting location and pass the White Crow Brigade's initiation test. Looks like refusing this invitation isn't really an option. Fine then, let's see what you can do. Performance, performance. Performance, performance. That thing is your opponent, the working demon. It is also the creature born from the resentment of those two dead office workers. You're really making this sound dramatic. Nobody here has ever even seen this kind of demon before. Come on, I've always wanted to say something cool like that at least once. Honestly, that thing doesn't look frightening at all. If anything, all I feel from it is overwhelming sadness. Seriously, what did office workers ever do to deserve this? Forced to work overtime until death while alive, and even after dying they still have to carry giant coffee mugs and keyboards around just to become EXP farming targets. That's honestly cruel. Let's begin. He activated his ability as mysterious chess pieces slowly began orbiting around his body. The demon unleashed pay rays, violently smashing down its gigantic keyboard in a frenzy. Xia Pingzhou thought to himself, if I remember correctly, this should be how these pieces are used. A king piece materialized in his hand. The chess piece radiated brilliant light before exploding into countless sparkling particles. The demon's massive keyboard strike released a violent shockwave as it roared furiously. Performance. Dust and smoke engulfed the surroundings after the monster's desperate assault. The demon froze briefly before muttering overtime in disbelief. Xia Pingzhou slowly stepped out from the smoke completely unharmed and calmly said, "Oh, so that's how it works. Base Peace King has been materialized." Peace King possesses absolutely no offensive capabilities, however. As long as the king remains on the field, an invisible force will shield you from all physical and mental attacks. To harm you, the enemy must first destroy the king piece. Now this is a pretty interesting ability. Never seen anything like it before. No wonder the captain became interested in him. This is definitely unusual. The demon frantically screamed, "Overtime, overtime." Then charged forward once again to attack. That won't work. This ability really is impressive. Overtime, overtime, the demon roared helplessly against the king's absolute defense. In fury, it hurled the gigantic coffee mug towards Xiao while continuously screaming promotion, promotion. The mug slammed violently against the king's aura but still failed to pierce through the protective barrier. "Soldier, I need you to protect the king. Once the king falls, my real body loses all protection." Notice, base Peace Pawn has been materialized. Peace Pawn, an extremely ordinary unit in both attributes and abilities, a longsword-wielding foot soldier, slow and awkward, but compensated by sheer numbers. The pawn appeared as a dark-armored knight, radiating chilling killing intent as it prepared to rush into combat. The demon once again shrieked overtime, overtime before smashing the keyboard in its hands directly toward the pawn's head. A heavy slash from the black blade instantly split the monster's keyboard apart. Overtime, overtime, the demon continued roaring endlessly. The battle between both sides immediately erupted into fierce combat. Xia Pingzhou silently watched the fight unfold while thinking to himself, if even one pawn can fight a demon of this level evenly, then once I establish a proper formation, these things will become terrifyingly useful. He summoned another chess piece. Notice, base Peace Rook has been materialized. Peace Rook, capable of firing shells with devastating power, but requires a brief reload period after every shot. A dazzling beam of light erupted from the rook before blasting toward the target with overwhelming force. Sensing danger, the demon instantly twisted its head backward. Boom! But by then it was already too late. The demon whimpered, "That hurts." Thick smoke rose from its heavily wounded body. Xia Pingzhou held a brilliantly glowing chess piece in his hand, his cold gaze fixed ahead as he murmured, "This should finish it." Notice, base Peace Queen has been materialized. Queen, the fastest unit among all 4 base Peace types, fights using one short dagger and one long dagger. Only the king knows why the queen somehow ended up with this bizarre skill set. The queen's violet eyes shone with icy determination before she moved. With terrifying speed, the queen dashed forward, tearing apart the air with violent gusts in her wake. She tightly gripped the hilt of her blade and charged directly toward her prey. The demon stubbornly swung another punch while screaming performance, but its speed was nowhere near enough to match the queen piece. Twin blades slid soundlessly from their sheaths as the queen lightly landed behind the demon. Overtime, Over time, the demon stared in terror at its arm being shredded into countless fragments. The queen lowered her posture slightly, preparing for the final execution strike. Brilliant crossing slashes instantly tore the demon apart as the system announced. Notice, first rank demon has been slain. Character number 9 exclusive training progress for Blood Hunt has been updated. Amid faint cries of performance, the corporate slave demon's head slowly dissolved into nothingness. Seriously, why is the queen running an assassin-style build? Did this heaven drive somehow mix up its templates? Right. In chess, once a pawn reaches the opposite end of the board, it can promote into a queen too. So, do I pass the qualifications to join the brigade? I vote yes, that heaven drive is pretty entertaining. I think it's fascinating too. I've never seen an exorcist like him before, and since the captain is interested in his ability, I'll vote yes as well. His powers clearly have enormous potential, but he's still far too weak right now. Following us could very easily get him killed. Forget it, you already have 2 votes, mine won't matter anymore. No, you can still reject him. And if you do, he dies anyway. The captain said if we don't like him, we just kill him. You've got a point. You've got to be kidding me, these guys. Alright, you two, stop scaring the newbie. Anyway, it's 2-0, newbie, welcome to the brigade. This is a present from the captain. A present? That's right. A present. Your mark for joining, pick anywhere you like, mine's on my shoulder. How about the back of your hand? Welcome, our number 12 brigade member. The last empty slot is finally filled. The other members don't have temper as nice as ours. Be careful when you deal with them. Main quest 1 completed. Arrive at the rendezvous location, and successfully pass the White Raven Troop entry assessment. Quest rewards obtained. 1 skill point, 1 fission point, 1 attribute point. Main quest 1 updated. Accompany the White Raven Troop in the Tokyo Underground auction heist on July 21st, and survive the operation. Robbing an auction, doesn't sound that dangerous. In Japan, I doubt anyone can really stop this brigade. I'll just ride their coattails. Time to head out. The rest of the members aren't in Tokyo yet. We'll grab a meal first, then split up for now. Food, I'm starving. Then let's go. I left a portal to a ramen shop last time. Why are you spacing out, number 12? Coming. This character's exclusive growth system is Winter Hunt of the Frenzied System. Core rule: when you kill enough demons and abnormals, you can obtain rewards through the growth system. Current progress: Growth Mission 1, kill any 1 C rank or above demon, or 1 C rank or above. Abnormal, reward, 1 attribute point. Mission progress is demons and abnormals kill count sum end. Detected growth mission 1 complete, obtained reward, 1 attribute point. Has proceeded to growth mission 2, kill any 10 C rank or above demons, or 10 C rank or above abnormals, reward, 1 attribute point. That one's easy, I just have to kill whatever they're killing anyway, they're all lunatics. Character panel. Name, Xia Pingzhou, rare character, age, 19 years old, current alias, none, popularity too low in the real world, has not yet revealed his edge, strength, D rank. Adding this attribute can improve your overall physical fitness, speed, C++ rank. Adding this attribute can improve your neural reaction speed, as well as the speed of chess pieces, spirit, C++ rank. Adding this attribute can improve your mental power, as well as the power of chess pieces. Won't be long before that nickname updates to White Crow Brigade's number 12. As for the skill tree and stats, this is a pure summoner type build. I don't need strength, I'll just dump everything into speed and spirit. Game character 2, Xia Pingzhou's speed attribute has changed, rank C++ to rank B. Game character 2, Xia Pingzhou's mind attribute has changed, rank C+ to rank B. Someone's coming up behind me. I came because I sense demon fluctuations in the area. Looks like someone beat us to it. Captain, are they exorcists too? Probably not. Little sis? And her exorcist teachers with her? Seems we're not the only guests here today. Should we kill them? They saw us, can't be helped, kill them. I may be using game character number 2, Xia Pingzhou, right now instead of number 1 Gu Wenyu. but according to number 2 is memories. 2 years ago, Xia Pingzhou and Kuchuru crossed paths once. Xia Pingzhou and Kuchuru are both wielders of SS rank heaven drives. Within China's Exorcist Association, they're the rising stars everyone's watching. It'd be harder not to know each other. This is bad. If my little sis dies here at the brigade's hands, I'll lose one of Black Pupa's best long-term main quest lines. I need to get Suzima out of this in one piece without making the others suspicious. As for girl, whether she lives or dies has nothing to do with me. I'm hungry. Let's kill them. And then hurry up and eat. So it's about to start. I recognize the one in the hat. She's from the Exorcist Association. Her heaven drive is a vintage monocle. Ever heard of her? Vintage monocle? Oh, you mean Kuchure from the Exorcist Association. Yeah, she's pretty famous. The captain knows her. I think he even wanted to invite her into the brigade once. And? Captain never said, but, judging from the situation, she turned him down. Later, she put together her own exorcist team called the Ghost Train Brigade, probably named after the train demon she's contracted. Enough backstory? Are we killing them or not? Forget it. The captain said no commotion before the auction starts. Fighting 2 exorcists here doesn't get us anything. True, let's go. Food. If you're okay with it, I'd like to spar with that woman. Enough, newbie. I know you just joined us and you're itching to show off, but fighting them here will cause a huge scene. Let's go. We've got other things to do. Don't make the captain angry. Alright, in a week, we're hitting that underground auction in Tokyo, right? Yeah, that's when we move. No prep? The captain usually only fills us in 5 minutes before go time. Little sis, that's as far as I can cover for you. That casual, huh? Anyone who can handle that much gets killed 10,000 times over in our line of work. The captain's really interested in your ability. Just stay close to us and try to die a bit slower. Don't go out like the last number 12. What are Kuchijuen and Suzumai doing in Tokyo? Are they planning on getting involved with the auction too? With my little sis's current level, she's way out of her depth in a game this high stakes. Even if I play mole from inside the brigade, I still might not be able to save her. They actually turned around and left. Captain, who were those people? Looked like members of the White Crow Brigade. I've seen one of them in a photo before. That girl in the kimono is the eldest daughter of the Japanese Ies family. She later accepted an invitation from the White Crow captain, left her clan, and joined the brigade. Huh! So just now, they were going to kill us. Yeah, no idea why they didn't. Every member of the brigade is a powerhouse. Without prep, our chances against them are basically zero. Looks like the Japanese Exorcist Association's worries were on point. The White Crow Brigade really did come to Tokyo, and they've set their sights on the underground auction co-hosted by the association and several Yakuza families. Is it too late for me to quit this job? Do we still take the ensure the auction runs smoothly requests then? We're already here. Walking away now would be a waste. Report what happened just now to the association. Japan's side will probably tighten security for the auction. Who can they even call in? Japan's exorcists and ability users are all weak as hell. There are barely any worth mentioning. Maybe, but the Japanese association can still call in help from nearby countries. For example, Blue Arc. These are the other members' numbers. When they get to Tokyo, they'll call you. Alright then, that's it for now. Dismissed. Bye, see you. I'll be stuck with this bandit crew for quite a while. The White Crow Brigade's infamous enough that Rainbow Wing might actually show up. As long as I can get intel on Rainbow Wing, even just a single member's ability, I'll have long-term bargaining chips to trade with Guuchie. First things first, this character needs a place to crash. I'll just grab some random hotel room for now. Character Skill Tree System. Branch 1, Army, Recruit Soldiers, costs 1 skill point to learn. Branch 2, Valor, Peace Evolution, Condition, you must spend a total of 3 skill points in other branches before you're allowed to learn this skill. Learning this skill costs 1 skill point. Branch 3, Soul, Demon Hunter, costs 1 skill point to learn. Obviously the first one's the most practical right now. 1 skill point consumed. Branch Army Skill Recruit Soldiers learn successfully. Next Branch Army Skill Soldier training is now available. Soldier Training equips your soldiers with shields, allowing you to issue the shield wall command during battle. Army Recruit Soldiers. Your soldiers increase to 2 pieces. Not bad, 2 more pawn pieces, your king is feeling very secure. Quest Panel. Main Quest 1. Join the White Crow Brigade's heist at the Tokyo Underground Auction on July 21st and survive the operation. Reward: 3 skill points, 1 stat point, 1 split point. Main Quest 2. Track down the location of the evil exorcist Jack the Ripper who killed your family. Reward: 1 skill point, 1 stat point, 1 split point. Main Quest 3. Search for clues on your former teammate, the deranged exorcist Red Light. Just realized Main Quest 1 pays out 3 skill points. That's the first time I've seen that many. Guess surviving the auction is going to be tough. As for Main Quest 2, Jack the Ripper is a brigade member. Once everyone regroups, I'll definitely be able to clear that. Which leaves Main Quest 3. In Xia Pingzhou Memories, 2 years ago, their 4-man squad was on a mission when teammate Red Light suddenly snapped, went berserk, like he'd been possessed by some murderous fiend. He pulled the other 2 teeth out, into meat patties, blood spraying everywhere, leaving no Xia Pingzhou alive. After that, Red Light disappeared for a long time, then turned into a monster that specializes in hunting exorcists. Every time he succeeds, he leaves a hexagram symbol by the corpse, with a line of Latin written beside it, Sodalitas Salvifica. Sodalitas Salvific sounds like some big shot organization. Anyway, nothing more to do on this end for now. I'll just wait for the brigade's next call. This body can idle at the hotel. Now that I've got a second body as backup, it's time for Black Pupa to poke around the welfare home. Hopefully I can squeeze some clues about the lab out of the director. Main Quest 3 complete. Investigate what your little sister Suzima is hiding. Rewards obtained: 1 split point, 1 skill point, 1 stat point. Main Quest 3 updated. Form a cooperative relationship with Ghost Train Brigade member Exorcist Suzima, and expand your connections within the Exorcist Association. Using my second game character to clear the first character's main quest. That's a new one. I was planning to have Black Pupa tail Suzumai for a while, but thanks to that little twist of fate, I ended up skipping right over that step. I'll dump the fresh stat points into speed. Character number 1, Black Pupa. Speed has changed. C++ rank to B rank. System: Black Pupa's current stats: Speed, B rank, Spirit, C rank. May as well learn Restraint Suppression too. 1 skill point consumed. Branch Vicious skill: Restraint Suppression learned successfully. After you bind an extraordinary being with your restraints, you can temporarily suppress their powers. Next Branch Vicious skill: Ability Theft is now available. Ability Theft: after binding an ability user with your restraints, you can temporarily steal and store their ability. The stolen ability will vanish after 1 use. Stolen abilities are only 50% effective, and power scales with Black Pupa's stats. Maximum storage time: 24 hours. Ability Theft? If I'd known, I would have rushed this branch way earlier. Hint: creating a brand new game character requires 9 split points. You currently have 2. Once you collect all 9, you can create another game character in the real world. 9 split points for the next character? That's a big jump. Worried I'll split my personality for real if I run too many bodies at once. Detected. Player has stayed in the same city for 3 days. Event cards for this city have now been unlocked. From time to time, card events may appear somewhere in the city. Completing these events will grant you an event card. Hint: you can see event card exclamation marks from above the city. Head to the area under the mark and search for the trigger point to enter a card event. Oh, side quest 2, this is getting more and more like an actual game. Wait, the event card marker is the welfare home's library? Back at the welfare home, the library was my favorite place, but it also held the one corner I knew the least, the basement that never opened. The iron door leading down was locked in several layers. Once, I went down the stairs and tried pushing the door in the dark, but the director caught me. He had me locked in the attic above the library for 3 days as punishment. Later, when I brought it up again, the director claimed it was just a wartime bomb shelter that hadn't been opened in ages, said no one knew how filthy it was inside. And he was only keeping us out so we wouldn't catch some respiratory disease. But what if? What if that iron door leads straight to the lab? And my real body has been locked under the welfare home from the very beginning. Come in. I'm planning a trip to Tokyo next week, I messaged Xiaomai, but she turned me down. Do you want to come with me instead? Sure, book me a ticket too. Good big brother, your little sister's already in Japan, she just doesn't want you to know. Then, ask Dad while you're at it, see if he wants to come with us. Okay. Dad replied, he says he's going to Japan too. Alright, I'll book the tickets. The unsent rainbow wing after Ghostbell, if I leave this city for a while, there shouldn't be a problem. I'm not happy about it. But this is what the association wants. I have to cooperate with the Japanese Exorcist Association to keep that auction running smoothly. So, how is this going to play out? If Dad and Big Bro are both going to Tokyo, are they going to run into our brigade mid-heist and jump into the fight? I'm really worried my number 2 character is going to get one shot by my dear brother. It's not like he can pay me back in split points so I can roll a new one. Focus on the welfare home first. Finding the lab is more important. It was clear skies a moment ago. Why did it suddenly start raining? Welfare home, library. I've got a really bad feeling about this. Triggered Long Nation, Legion City's card event. Explore the basement of the welfare home library. This is it. I'll know soon enough whether my guess was right. Who is she? Sukian. Completed card event 1, obtained reward, event card, bird in a cage. When I first arrived at the welfare home, I met her. We used to curl up with books together in the corner of the playground, and little by little, we became friends. We didn't talk much, but she was one of the very few people I ever truly considered a friend. Then one day she just vanished, without the slightest warning. Soon after, the old director reported her disappearance to the police. They never found a trace of her. Investigation after investigation went nowhere, until the case was quietly closed. Everyone at the welfare home, me included, thought she was either dead by now, or had been taken by traffickers. I never imagined she'd been locked up here all this time. There's only one person who could have kept her prisoner here. Only one person has the key to this basement. The director. Director's office. Welfare home director. Talk, who took Ji Minghuan and Kong Yuang away a month ago? I don't know. You don't know? Oh, that's fine, there's always a way to make you know. Restraint strap truth, compel a character restrained by your restraint strap to speak the truth. No distinguishing features, their bodies were wrapped up tight. What do you remember then? I remember a symbol, on the uniform under their coats. A symbol? What kind of symbol? Let me go, and I'll draw it for you, I'll draw it. Here, hurry up. It looked like this. Sodalitas Salvifica. The people who took me and Kong Yuling had the same hexagram emblem on their uniforms. Does that mean the instructors are from this Sodalitas Salvifica organization? All footage from the welfare home's cameras for those 2 days is gone, isn't it? They demanded it, I had no choice. Let me guess, you got quite a bit out of the deal, didn't you? Restrained truth. I got 200,000 from them. So for 200,000 you sold your soul, you handed the kids in this welfare home over to strangers, and didn't care what happened to them. Did your conscience even twitch for a single second, old director? And what about the girl you locked in the basement, and abused day and night? How do you explain that? I was wrong, it was my fault. It's all my fault, it's all my fault. You won't even try to explain? Please, spare me, I'm begging you, forgive me. Fine. I forgive you. After all, there's no point holding a grudge against a dead man. Blue Ark, I need your help. Come to the Holy Land Welfare Home, the director's office. There's a corpse here. I need you to cover for me and say it was suicide. You killed someone? There's a girl in the library basement. One look at her and you'll understand why the director died. That's all I'll say. If you don't help me, I'll expose your identity to the world. I'll head over and confirm things first, then decide if I'll help you or not. Let me be clear, if I don't want to help you, I won't. Even if you expose me, I don't help criminals, that's my line. Good, and while you're at it, those 2 girls in the basement, I want you to find them a proper place to live, let them go to school like normal kids, and get them the best therapist you can. If she wants to lock herself away for a while, then give her that time, don't force her. Most important of all, don't ever let her come near this welfare home again, she's suffered enough, don't make her relive it. You know, Blue Arc, besides you, I honestly don't know if there's anyone in this city I can trust. In the end it's still you, you're the only one I believe in, it has to be you who takes her away and watches her get better with your own eyes. Or I won't forgive you. I still don't know exactly what happened, but I'm heading to the welfare home now. Hanging up, see you. Sodalitas salvifica, huh? Wash your neck and wait for me. Bastard. It's over now, you're safe, the director won't ever come back. He said the people who took my real body in Kong Yiling were wearing uniforms with a hexagram emblem. And that same emblem is identical to the one the deranged exorcist's red light leaves at his crime scenes. Every time he kills, he draws that symbol and writes a line of Latin beside it that means Sodalitas salvifica. The key thing is, the instructor told me himself if he doesn't belong to the Ability Users Association, or the Exorcist Association, or the Curio Wielders, so odds are, they belong to this Sodalitas salvifica group. Now that I've confirmed that, all I need to do next is find red light. With restraint truth, I can force him to spill what kind of organization Sodalitas salvifica really is, what their goals are, and maybe even where their base is located. From the looks of it, they've probably planted agents inside the Ability Users Association, otherwise how do you explain how fast their intel moves? If I help Gucci get into Rainbow Wing and climb into the UN's highest ranks, he should be able to dig up some trace of Sodalitas salvifica for me. But I can't do it alone. I'll have to find a way to use the Ability Users Association, the White Crow Brigade, the Exorcist Association, and even Dad's criminal contacts. Figuring out how to steer them all is the real headache. Oh, right. Let's see what that event card I just got can do. Event card name, Caged Bird. Effect: when you're held by any control type ability, you can discard this card to break free of the effect. Value: you may sell this card in exchange for 1 skill point. Ha, I can cash it in for a skill point. I'll hang on to it for now, might come in clutch later. Humph? Wait, something's happening with my real body. Restricted class ability user number 1002, Ji Minghuan. Your instructor is here. Prepare yourself for questioning. What now, instructor? I barely fell asleep, and you're already here to ruin my rest. You really don't quit, do you? Your director is dead. The old director is dead? It happened this morning. According to the Ability Users Association's Blue Arc, your director committed suicide in his office at 8:30 a.m. today, and his crimes have already been made public. Word is, he kept an orphan girl locked in the basement for years and did unspeakable things to her. The whole city of Lijiang is talking about it. Suicide? What was the name of the girl he kept locked up? Su Qian. How did they even find out? She was in the basement. Blue Arc got an anonymous call from the director himself. By the time Blue Arc reached the office, the director was already dead. Before he killed himself, the director wrote an unsent confession email on his computer. In it, he told Blue Arc where to find the girl. Good big brother, your storytelling's not bad, you really wrapped that up nicely for me. Are you happy about this? Or did you have something to do with it? I'd love to say this has something to do with me, but you've got me locked up here, I can't do a thing. Fair point. Anyway, instead of dumping all this on me, why don't we talk about exorcists like you promised? Exorcists, huh? Come to think of it, I've never actually seen one of those so-called succubi. That's because Dragon Country has a squad recognized as the strongest exorcists in the world. They're called Xieji. They're so powerful that every demon in the nation fears them, hiding deep in the mountains and forests, too scared to step into the human world. Every generation of Lake Hunt is made up of 4 people. Behind each of them stands an old, deep-rooted family with terrifying heritage, and every member of that squad is the strongest exorcist chosen from their generation by the heads of the 4 great families. So who's on the current Lake Hunt team? The captain of this generation is named He Xingshi, from the Lion Dance clan. Among exorcists, His call sign is also Lion Dancer. So he's basically the world's #1 exorcist? That's right, at least on the surface. What's his heaven drive? His heaven drive is Southern Sea Flame Qilin. Rumor says its lion head was forged from the keel of a sunken Southern Sea ship and volcanic glass, with 72 fire talismans sealed inside. Who else is in Lake Hunt? The other famous one is a descendant of the Zhuge family, Zhu Jishan, outside exorcist circles. His codename is All-Seeing Man. The Zhuge line has always been a powerhouse exorcist family. Their exorcism arts have been passed down since ancient times. Don't tell me you're about to say the historical Zhuge Liang was actually a top-tier exorcist, right? Back then they didn't even call them exorcists. But yes, the historical Zhuge Liang did wield a major heaven drive. His was the famous 7-star lamp. Unlike ability users, exorcists never show themselves openly to the world. They only move when demons appear among humans, or when an exorcist breaks the rules and needs to be punished. I'm curious, though, in theory, among exorcists, ability users, and curio wielders, which extraordinary race has the highest potential? In the past, we would have said curio wielders. Because in theory, if a curio wielder is chosen by a mythic vessel, they're effectively granted a portion of a god's power. But now, because of you, that answer's gotten blurry. If you turn out to be an exorcist, then exorcists become the race with the highest potential. If you're a curio wielder, then curio wielders take that title. Likewise, if you really are an ability user like the prophecy says, then the race with the highest ceiling so far becomes ability users. Put simply, your existence literally defines what the strongest extraordinary race looks like in this world. You guys sure think highly of me. But I can be an ability user, an exorcist, and a curio wielder. Once you find that out, how exactly are you planning to classify me? That's enough for today. In a couple of days, I'll arrange a meeting between you, Kong Yiling, and the other kids. Really? Really? Superhuman quest chain activated. Your existence has altered the world's balance. Superhuman worldview development, 10% plus 55%. Worldview development priority activated. Superhuman worldview development, 10% plus 55% plus 15%. Total unlocked protagonist abilities, 3. I can get split points just by fleshing out the world building? Then I'd better dig up more about the rest when I get the chance. Li Jing, go to my district. Want to hang out? You've been acting weird these days, like you're a whole different person. Perfect timing. I was just thinking I should find out what kind of monster you really are. Li Jing, Movie City. So you finally decided to come out and hang with your boy. You ghost me every time I call. I was starting to think you ditched me for a girlfriend. Warm reminder, for your own safety, if any residents see someone resembling the attacker in this footage, please keep your distance immediately. Damn, no matter how many times I see him, that outfit is sick. What do you think? My sister calls him a giant dusty moth. Dusty? He's cool as hell, okay? He literally sat there reading while twisting 5 robbers' heads off. Even the Sharkter pros watching the stream were stunned. Condition met, target touched an ability. See date Emperor Whip. Successfully applied. Target gender, male, age A rank, looks, A+ rank spirit, A+ rank combat power, transcendent god curio wielder. Curio wielder grade, A rank, max of 5 curio shards can be bound at this grade. Highest grade bound curio shard, generational grade curio shard, red dragon whales. Bro, what kind of cracked setup is this? Speaking of which, don't you think Ink Bat's costume looks familiar? It's almost the same as the battle suit we designed together back in middle school. Did I? What do you mean, did you? That suit looks exactly like the one we designed together back in middle school. Some friend you are. Didn't we swear that if either of us ever awakened an ability, we'd use that design for our battle suit? Oh right, I kind of remember that. Man, I really wish I had ability user genes too. Careful, big bro, if my skin says you are an ability user, I'm absolutely making a couple of smurf accounts just to mess with you. Hey, you talk like you've already awakened or something. Alright, the movie's about to start, let's go. That movie was pretty good, let's go again sometime. I'm heading home for dinner, you go home early too, try not to miss me too much, get lost. Time to see what kind of secret my dear best bro's been hiding. What's Li Qingping doing out at the beach alone, this late at night? The largest known creature on Earth, the blue whale, is only about 33 meters long, but that reddish ochre whale is nearly 200 meters. That must be the legendary whale the instructor mentioned, Kikano. Member of the Royal Court Squad, codename Red Dragon, right? You the new gatekeeper? Yes, my name is Nobbies. I'm in charge of the entrance to Whale Garden in a box now, Mr. Red Dragon. As vice captain of the Royal Court Squad, you haven't returned to Whale Garden in a box for months. May I ask why? School's been busy. Besides, nothing's been happening in Whale Garden lately. You haven't exactly needed me. True enough, but lately people have been saying you're tired of the curio wielder world. Do I need to explain myself? In any case, His Second Highness has personally ordered you back to Whale Garden today. In a few days he'll be heading to Tokyo for an auction, and there's something there he wants. If it weren't for the second prince's request, I wouldn't have come back. His Highness specifically named you, Red Dragon, as his bodyguard. I hear some rather notorious mad dogs from the mortal world might show up at that Tokyo auction. The red whale is starting to fade. People walking right past it don't seem to see it at all. Is that old man using some kind of visual block ability? So that's how they hide their trail. White Crow Brigade. Correct, the White Crow Brigade. Please, go on in, Mr. Red Dragon. The second prince has been waiting for you in the palace for quite some time. Humph. Main quest 4 complete. Investigate what your best bro Li Qingping is hiding. Rewards obtained. 1 split point, 1 skill point, 1 stat point. Main quest 4 updated. Form a cooperative relationship with Royal Court Vice Captain Red Dragon, and expand your connections within Whale Garden in a box. So there'll be big shots at this auction too. Even Whale Garden wants in on the fun. Is it too late to quit the brigade now? Li Qingping's going to serve as bodyguard to the second prince and escort him to the Tokyo Underground auction. If it were just him, it'd be fine. His stats are about the same as my old man's. Using ability user rankings, he's around quasi-calamity class at best, still short of Rainbow Wings baseline. The White Crow Brigade could toy with him easily. But here's the problem. If Li Qingping dies at the auction, Black Pupa loses one of his main quest lines. And my number 2 character's off to a terrible start already. He can't even guarantee his own life. And I still have to figure out how to keep someone else alive. And if things get even worse, if my big brother, my dad, and my little sister all decide to meddle in the auction, then the venue will have at least 3 half-step calamity bruisers, unknown fighting power from the Exorcist Association, and the Japanese Yakuza in the mix. In the end, either my no. 2 character dies there, or my number 1 character loses several main quests at once. Either way, it's a terrible deal for me. Whatever, 1 step at a time. I'm going home first. I've settled the girl we rescued from the welfare home basement. She's in the hospital getting treatment and counseling. I'll visit her every day after work. Blue Arc. Why is Big Bro texting me now of all times? What are you doing crouched on the windowsill? Who are you texting this time? So, what are you doing exactly? It's my best friend from school, Li Qingping. He messaged me saying he's downstairs. But when I checked, he was nowhere to be seen. Looks like he was messing with you. I guess so. It's summer break, but it's getting late. Go to bed early, okay? Game character Manlin, strength stat has changed, strength, DD+, level 1. Ha, that was close. 1 skill point consumed, skill ability drain learned from Manlin. Ability drain, description, when you touch or bind an enemy, you can temporarily drain and store their skills and talents. Note, drained abilities scale with Manlin stats. Full power drain duration, 24 hours, next skill unlocked for Manlin, stat transfer. Whatever, it is pretty late, I should sleep. When people sleep, their mental defenses are at their weakest. Perfect time for a mental type ability user like me to slip into his mind. Let me see, Ji Minghuan, what are you really hiding? So this is his inner world. Everyone's mental world has 3 layers, and my consciousness is hidden in the 3rd layer. As long as I track down all the clues, I can drag every one of Ji Minghuan's secrets out into the light. This empty attic must be the outermost layer of his mental world. A dorm room? Liar? Come in. Hey kid, what are you doing hiding in here? If I'm right, this is the ID inside Ji Minghuan's mental world. My parents told me to hide in the closet and not to go out until they come back. The ID never hides anything from me. In past experiments, I've pulled everything I wanted straight out of countless criminals' mouths. I've gotten all the information I need from more prisoners than I can count. Do you know the person in this photo? No. I can take you out of here. Don't you want to leave the closet? I don't. Alright then. But have you ever thought that Mom and Dad might never come back? They will come back. And if they don't? They promised me they would. They lied to you. Are you interested in abilities? If you gain a superpower, you can go find them yourself. You won't have to wait anymore. I don't know anything about abilities. I just want Mom and Dad to come back. But I'm just an ordinary person. If you have superpowers, can you help me bring them back? The space is starting to destabilize. Time inside someone else's mind is limited. Stay too long, and my own psyche might get polluted, assimilated, until I lose myself completely. If I don't get out now, it'll be too late. I'm leaving. If I'd lingered a bit longer, he might really have noticed me. Gucci, yeah. Tickets are booked. It's a 9 p.m. flight. We'll get to Tokyo in 2 to 3 hours. I booked the hotel there too. Remember to tell Dad so he can get ready. Okay, I'll go call him. Once we land, I want to hit Akihabara first. I heard it's an otaku paradise. We're really heading to Japan tonight. That was fast. Kind of curious what Big Bro will think if he bumps into little sis and her captain in Japan. Haven't seen Dad or Big Bro all morning. Those two better not be out there already clawing at each other's throats. At 7:15 this morning, Lijiang Third Bank was hit by a violent robbery carried out by ability-using criminals. Several guards were injured or killed in the fighting. A-rank ability users Blue Arc and Silver Swallower are currently chasing the culprits, Flying Ant and Great Marquis through the city. They're notorious international thieves. Lijiang Third Bank, isn't that right near my place? If I hurry over now, I can still get in on the action. Ah. Great Marquis, it's the Great Marquis. Oh. Identity confirmed. Dragon class ability user. Great gentleman. Great Marquis is in custody. Silver Swallower, what's your status? That damn fly's too fast, and she's tiny. I can't track her at all. If you can't, you can't. Flying Ant's power is built for running away. She came onto our turf to raise hell. We can't just let her bail like this. Wait, that guy. Who'd you run into? Black Pupa, I'm on my way. Ability user Silver Swallower. Damn it, Flying Ant's flight speed is insane. Unless Blue Arc gets here, no one's catching her. The mission split at the start was wrong. I should have handled Great Marquis and left Flying Ant to Blue Arc. I'm not built for drag races like this. Ah. Stop right there. Hold it, you're all under arrest. Oh? What a coincidence, isn't this our dear Mr. Silver Swallower? I've still got that fan t-shirt of yours at home, the one with the cute little hamster hugging a hunk of iron. Here, a present for you. A little extra iron, you earned it. You little bastard, get your ass over here. Lijiang, 5th Districts. Phew, finally shook those filthy things off. Wonder how Monkey's doing on his end. You're not easy to track down, MS Flying Ant. Black Pupa. You don't seriously think this thing can hold me, do you? Oh, I get it, MS Flying Ant. Nothing can hold a woman down, especially an awakened woman. I'm a staunch feminist, I get it. I really do. This is the plight of the modern woman. So the rumors were true. This guy's brain is not right. What is his deal? Is he insane? I am not sticking around to play with this freak. Why, I can't shrink down. Passive skill restraint suppression has taken effect. While bound by your restraints, the target cannot use any extraordinary abilities. Forgot to mention, ma'am, your power's on loan to me now. I've always wanted to be a little bee buzzing around in the sky. Active skill ability theft activated. Your restraints have stolen ability user flying ants ability. You can use it once within 24 hours. After one use or when time expires, the stored ability will vanish. Blue Arc, hey, what are you spacing out for? Make this freak let me go, save me. Help me catch flying ant? Mr. Blue Arc, no need to thank me. I'm always generous with my partners. Just consider this payback for that welfare home business last time. Great Marquis and Flying Ant might not have the highest bounty, but the upper echelons of every country hate their guts. Bagging both of them at a time like this is bound to bump your standing with the That puts you that much closer to Rainbow Wing. Black Pupa, are you begging to die?